Greetings, Inquisitor. Welcome to the Holocron. This is the Week 70 update for the Darth Loquitur account. I update this account's progress every week, go through all of the upgrades to the characters, plans for the future. You can see what I'm doing as I continue to push this account upward in the new Grand Arena system. Still under 3 million galactic power and already going to be in Erodium 3 for the next Grand Arena season. It's pretty incredible that we're getting the account that far up. I think so. A lot of fun. All right, our target for the next relic is Wat Tambor next week. We've got some progress on him. We're going to take a look at Mace Windu here. All of his green pluses are lit, but we don't quite have the upgrade button yet, so I'm going to lock down his gear and see what it is that we still need. In this piece, we need this Mark V med pack. Now, that is one of the items that comes out of the shop for 15 crystals per piece. That's a good value. If we don't pick those up over the course of the next couple weeks, we'll just go ahead and make a purchase out of the shop and get them that way. We don't want to have to farm that stuff. We want to save our energy for more meaningful things. Taking a look at the other characters outside the journey guide, we've got this Iden Versio. She's still only 3 stars, but we do want to use her in Grand Arena. We committed the Omicron and the Zeta to her, so we're going to go ahead and put some gear tiers onto her. Hopefully she becomes available to farm soon, and we'll be able to get her stars increased as well. We're going to put another gear tier on Han Solo, as well as another gear tier on Chewbacca. These guys are at the level now where they're needing stun guns and carbantes and really good gear. We'll just work them up slowly over time, maybe use them in a little defensive team in Grand Arena till we can get them built up a little bit better, but a bit at a time. Here we're going to take the IG-88 to 7 stars. Of course, we've started working on those bounty hunter ships, proposing the Executor journey, so we got to get that done. Mandalorian gets to 5 stars. Then we're going to take a look and see if there's any characters down here that have a bunch of extra shards that we can cash in. We're kind of low on shard shop currency. Magma Troopers, one of the characters that we're going to put with Iden Versio. We get another star on him, but not too much activity down there. So we don't get any extra shards this week. That's fine. We're going to unlock these 2 bounty hunter ships, IG-2000 and the Xanadu Blood. We'll just get them started. We're not going to invest in the levels yet. We're kind of waiting with our shipbuilding materials. We want to keep a little in the bank in case we see some good mods. We don't want to run our bank out. We've been really low on credits and shipbuilding materials for a while and lost some mod opportunities. So we got those ships started. We get the Vulture droid also to the 5th star. It seems like it's really taken a long time to get these pilotless ships farmed up, but we're getting there slowly but surely. Home 1, we finally get our last level on Home 1, 85, and that lets us take the skills up. We're going to spend a whole bunch of prestige today getting these skills up to level 7. We'll take the area effect volley. We'll take the ultimate ability up to level 7. And we'll also take the recovery skill up to 7. We don't have the 7th star on this ship yet, so we can't take it all the way to level 8, but we don't have the prestige to do that anyway. So this ship is in good shape. It may stay that way for quite some time, but anyway, we're okay. That's it. That's all the updates that we got to the account for this week. And it's amazing that even though it wasn't that much of an upgrade, it was still 60,000 galactic power worth of characters and ships that we improved this week. So in week 70, we've gone up to 2.97. I think this is my last week under 3 million. I imagine next week we'll probably break through that 3 million galactic power barrier. 27 relics, 41 Zetas. C and Watt are still getting me top 50. I do need to get the armor and that team going so that I can start pushing up through all the SLKR teams that are showing up. Once you start putting that team in the arena, though, you can climb over the SLKRs, but it does fall down quite a bit once you get a lot of characters in that C team. It's really not as good. Fleet Arena, we've got 2 negotiators or 2 executors in the shard. Sometimes I've been able to beat the lower of the 2 executors, but most days I'm getting 3rd place. That's okay. But it doesn't feel good to be locked out of those top few spots. In the project, like we said, Wat Tambor in week 71. Energy plan is the same, just farming all these ships plus Bo-Katan. I've also started farming Mara Jade on and off when I have some extra energy to spend. I feel like she's such a good character that we'll want her 7 stars eventually. I'm not in a rush to get her there, but I figure if we farm her a little bit over time, it'll make that easier later. In Fleet, we're just doing the B2 and the Mandalorian. We're getting signal data from the Cantina, speed mods, same plan for energy and prestige in Fleet Store. Everything else is going to the shard shop to keep relicking characters. My next project, I think, really has to be this Executor, and I wasn't planning on doing it because I'm so far out on the Razor Crest and I don't have BAM, and it's quite a stretch. But somebody pointed out to me, and I thank them for this, but yeah, you can still, once you qualify for the Executor event, you can actually buy shards to get the Executor. So without having to get all the ships to 7 stars and have a 7-star Razor Crest, you can still purchase your way to a 4 or 5-star Executor without spending a ridiculous amount of resources. So I won't be in a position to go for the whole Executor journey by the end of JMK, but I could probably get myself in a position to qualify for the event, at least with 5-star ships and characters at the appropriate relic level, and that should let us buy the Executor out of the shop, and that of course will be a pretty good fleet for us to have. If JML is going to be my next Galactic Legend, I also need a CLS team at some point. We have to build Ewoks for C-3PO. I need Hermit Yoda and Wampa anyway. So there's plenty to do. There'll be no downtime where I don't have an active project that I'm working on. I'll start relicking the characters for the Executor journey. I'll start building the next characters that I need for the JML journey. And I think it'll all work out. Now, ship farms from where I'm at right now to get these ships to 5 stars should be about 9 or 10 weeks. That puts me on a similar timeline as the JMK journey. So I feel like by the time I finish out the journey, get those characters to relic, and start, of course, farming up for the JMK himself, then I should be able to transition into this Executor journey pretty well. Now, if they don't make the Razor Crest available in some other way, I can't afford to get the Razor Crest and pay those crystals in the Conquest store, as well as paying crystals to buy Executor shards from the store when the event is active. So if it doesn't become available in some meaningful way, if they just move it to a different shop and still make it 600 crystals for 5 shards, then it's really going to take me a long time to get this up and running because, again, affording the shards for the Executor as well as the shards for the Razor Crest doesn't seem like it's something that's really going to happen. But I've got that mapped out. I'll keep farming my current farms, and then as soon as one of them finishes up, like the BTLB Y-Wing, I think it will be the next one to finish up, I'll get into that Cara Dune farm. That'll lead me toward BAM. We've already got Queel finished, Grief Kargas finished, Mandalorian's well on the way. We've already got some IG-11 shards. So Cara Dune is the last one that we have to get going. So we'll get busy with her as soon as one of my other farms finishes up, and we should be on our way to getting this Executor. That's going to wrap up the account review for this week. Thank you all for watching. Remember to hit that like saber if you haven't already. Hit that like button. It helps me, helps the channel. If you haven't joined us over on Discord already, you really should do that. The link is in the description down below. Click that, join our community. We'd love to see you all over there. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next Holocron.